Hello there and welcome to another video in the Loki Takeover series. I just want to apologise. I know I've not uploaded in 3 days, but there was a bit of a mishap where I may have dropped my old phone that I was using previously, and it completely broke, and I record the audio with my phone, so I had to wait until I got another one. So now I'm using my mum's phone that she doesn't use anymore. She has a new one now. But yeah, I just want to apologise for having not uploaded in a while, but now I am going to upload. And also, one thing I want to say is I won't be uploading as often in the next few weeks, because in case you couldn't tell from my voice, I'm quite young, and I still go to school, and this past week where I've started the channel, I've not been at school because a friend of mine got COVID. I'm completely fine, but she got COVID, so I've had to isolate for 10 days. So I won't be updating this channel as often. So, on to what we're actually going to be talking about today. I wanted to give a few days for anyone who's watching this to have actually watched watch episode 2 of Loki if they hadn't already, because I know that some people don't watch it on the day it comes out like I did with WandaVision. I would watch it if it came out on the Friday. I would watch it maybe on the Tuesday, because that was one day where I didn't have anything to watch. So I just wanted to give anyone who hasn't watched it yet just a bit of time. But today we're going to actually be talking about something that happened in that video. And I know I'm not really updated since it came out. So what we're going to be talking about today is the fact that Lady Loki might actually be the hero of this series. So obviously Sophie DiMartino is playing Lady Loki now. If you haven't watched it, then I've just spoiled the entire plot of episode 2 basically, and she has decided to bomb the timeline by sending reset charges out to different times in the sacred timeline to create a branch and create the multiverse again. So from just listening to my description of what she did, it sounds really evil. It sounds like something that normal timeline Loki would do. So the question is, why would people think she might be the hero? So the whole plot of Loki is that there is no free will in the Marvel Cinematic Universe at all. Everything that happened was meant to happen, and that is exactly what the timekeepers have said was meant to happen. There is no free will. Nobody gets the choice of anything. That's basically the entire premise of the show so far. And basically what a lot of people are theorising is that Lady Loki is in fact the hero. And by her recreating the multiverse, by bombing the timeline, she is actually giving free will, which is the exact opposite of what Sacred Timeline original Loki, Tom Hiddleston's Loki, didn't want. Because in Avengers, he wanted to take over Earth. In Thor, he wanted to take over Asgard. So that's the exact opposite of what Tom Hiddleston's Loki wants, or wanted. Who knows if he's changed. So she knows that there can't be free will if there isn't a multiverse. So in fact, the timekeepers are the villains of the series. Now I know a lot of people have theorised that already, but not saying that Lady Loki is the hero. I mean, a few people have said it. I think it was Super Carlin Brothers said it or something, but I just wanted to kind of expand on that. So if you think about it, her end goal is to recreate the multiverse and possibly take down the TVA. She kidnapped Hunter B20 or what? Yeah, it's B20, isn't it? I'm unscripted again. I'm kind of just relying on my brain at the moment. So I think it was B20 that she kidnapped to find out where the timekeepers were. So from that, you would think that both Tom Hiddleston's Loki and Lady Loki have the task of trying to overthrow the timekeepers. So her end goal is to take down the TVA. This is kind of proof that the TVA is in fact the villain, but I don't want to come to conclusions quickly because maybe the TVA are doing some good. Like, if you think about it, all hell broke loose in the multiversal war. We know that from the animation. It was like it was above the Thanos scale. Lots of people died, we know that. And their goal was to stop that. So maybe at the beginning the TVA weren't corrupt. Maybe at the beginning they were trying to do this for good. But as it went on, they realised just how much power they got. And the timekeepers began to abuse the power that they got to just stop free will altogether. So maybe the TVA was good at the beginning, yet they became the villain. And we know the TVA is, well, not the TVA, but the timekeepers are kind of untangling the end of time. We know that because Mobius told us. They're trying to untangle the end of time, and that means that they will have complete control over everything that happened. So, in fact, like Loki said, they are the most powerful things in the universe. However, I think that it's kind of getting ahead of ourselves if we think that, Lady Loki is the hero, Tom Hiddleston's Loki, Mobius, the whole TVA, Ravonna Renslayer, all of them, the timekeepers, are the villains. I think it's kind of getting ahead of ourselves. So I think personally that Marvel is not going to take the route of making Loki the villain again, because that has been done before. I think that Loki and Mobius, because I like Mobius, he's one of my favourite characters in the series so far, will team up to in fact help Lady Loki. Because we know that Mobius isn't fully on board with what the TVA do. Obviously, he works for them, and he was made to work for them, but we know that he's got bigger dreams, like, riding a jet ski, and the only way he will be able to ride a jet ski is if the TVA are destroyed. So maybe that's gonna be what his motivation to destroy the TVA. Maybe just, yeah. I feel like that's going a bit ahead of myself. Like, I don't think that Mobius would just drop everything that he's been doing for as long as he can remember just to ride a jet ski. But, there's always the chance, isn't there? Like, that's the thing with these theories, is it not? There's always the chance that it could happen. There's always the chance that it's completely wrong. Like, a lot of these theories, I guarantee, will be very far from what the actual plot is. Like, there's no point really in theorizing other than, for the YouTube channel. But there's no real point in theorizing because this is all written out. It's kind of like a timeline. The plot of Loki is written out already, so we've got no influence over it whatsoever by theorizing. And it's kind of just for our own good because we want to get ahead of ourselves, and it gives us a bit of an adrenaline rush if we get it right. Like, we're happy with ourselves. We knew that was gonna happen. It's kind of like with Lady Loki and most of the theorizing community with Marvel, how they were all like, yes, Lady Loki shall be in it, and then everyone was happy when she was. So thank you for watching this video, and let me know if this was alright, because it's taken me, it's basically taken me watching episode 2 of Loki again, then watching the Canadian lad for a while, kind of taking in all the Easter eggs, as well as the Easter eggs I spotted myself on my, 4th time watching it, because I watched each episode a lot for these videos. Like, feel sorry for me. Well, don't feel sorry for me, because it's amazing that I get to watch these episodes over and over again, and my mum and dad can't judge me because it's for the YouTube channel. It's for the children. Did I just reference WandaVision in a Loki Takeover video? I'm really sorry. Maybe I should do a WandaVision video. You know what, I'm rambling now, so just kind of let me know if you like this video. Make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on. And comment any theories you'd like me to talk about in the next Loki Takeover video, because I'm running out of ideas at episode 6. This is not very good. Bye! Hi again. So I'm just recording this bit after I've 10 minutes after I've just done the last recording bit, and I just scrolling through YouTube to find some more Marvel theory videos, and in fact, new rock stars have done a Rogue Theory video on if Lady Loki's actually the hero, and I have not watched that yet. But I think I'll watch it afterwards. I don't really keep tabs on new rock stars, don't get me wrong. I really like their videos, but I prefer the Canadian lad and things like that. So I didn't even realise they'd done this. So honestly, I didn't steal the idea from them.